Hi friends, good afternoon. Welcome back. This is the lecture number 6 on time dependent perturbation theory. In the last class we have studied about the transition probability. Okay. In the last class also we have derived one formula for the first order transition probability. So in the today class we are going to solve one problem on transition probability. So let's consider this problem. Suppose a simple harmonic oscillator is prepared in its ground state, that is state 0, at a time t is equal to minus infinity. If it is perturbed by a small time dependent potential, that is v of xt is equal to minus e x into exponential minus t square by tau square, then what is the probability of finding it in the first excited state, that is state 1, at t is equal to infinity? Estimate the duration for which the pulse must be on, for which the population in the excited to be maximal. Okay. So we have a simple harmonic oscillator which is in the ground state, that is state 0, at time t is equal to minus infinity. And we apply a small time dependent potential, that is v of xt is equal to minus e x exponential minus t square by tau square. Our aim of the question is to find the transition probability when the system is in the first excited state, that is state 1. Okay. Then find a condition for which this transition probability will be maximum. Okay. These two tasks we have to calculate. Okay. So let's start. So if I write psi f, the final state vector, okay, that is the final state state 1, and the initial state vector, that is psi I is equal to state 0, and initial time, this is the initial time t0 is equal to minus infinity, and this is the final time t is equal to plus infinity. Okay, this is the perturbation term. V cap of t is equal to minus e x cap exponential minus t square by tau square. So this is the harmonic oscillator. I hope you studied about the harmonic oscillator before. So in harmonic oscillator, the position operator, this position operator, that is x cap, is written like this: root over of h squared by 2m omega into a plus a dagger, where a and a dagger are known as the rising and rising operator respectively. A is the lowering operator, a dagger is the rising operator. Okay. So the behavior of a and a dagger on a state vector n is like this. When you operate a on a state vector n, okay, this will give you an eigenvalue root over of n and an eigenstate n minus 1. Okay. So when we operate a dagger on a state vector ket n, we will get an eigenvalue n plus 1 root over of n plus 1 and a state n plus 1. Okay. So and in a harmonic oscillator, this is the ground state energy, that is E naught is equal to h squared omega by 2, and E1 is equal to, that is the excited state, first excited state. The energy of a first excited state is 3 by 2 h squared omega. Okay. We have considered one dimensional harmonic oscillator where En is equal to, energy is equal to n plus half h squared omega, n plus half whole into h squared omega. So we have to find the transition probability. In the last class we have derived this formula for the transition probability, that is PIF, I for initial, F for final. Pi of t dash is equal to 1 by h square mod square of t integration over t naught to t exponential I omega phi t dash into bra phi f v cap of t dash ket psi I dt dash. Okay. So this was the first order transition probability. formula for the first order transition probability. So we will substitute v cap of t dash now. This is our v cap of t. So what we will if you substitute t dash in place of t, you will get minus e x cap exponential minus t dash square divided by tau square. So we simply substitute this here, as you can see here, this. Okay, so I will take out from the mod, that is minus e, and there is a square, so it will be e square, and there is a h square in the denominator, so it will be e square divided by h square. So in this mod square, in the mod square, we left with minus infinity plus infinity. This is the initial time, minus infinity, and this is the final time, plus infinity. Minus infinity to plus infinity, exponential I omega t dash. See, this is omega 10. Omega 10 is equal to omega 1. That omega 10 is equal to E1 minus E0 divided by h square. E1 is the energy of the first excited state of the harmonic oscillator, minus E naught. E naught is the ground state energy divided by h square. So first excited state is has energy 3 by 2 h square omega minus ground state energy, that is h square omega by 2 divided by h square. You will get omega. Okay, so this is exponential I omega t dash. This will be exponential I omega t dash into dt dash, and we have taken out from this mod square, that is minus e, we have taken out, so we only left with this, that is bra 1 x cap ket 0. Okay, and this will be there, exponential minus t square by tau square. This should be tau dash t dash square. So now we will, our next task to find this matrix, this inner product, that is bra 1 x cap ket 0. So as you can see here, I will substitute x cap h squared by 2 m omega root over of h squared by 2 m omega a plus a dagger. So if you separate them, so you will get one term, this term, that is bra 1 h squared by 2 m omega root over of h squared by 2 m omega a into ket 0 plus this term bra 1 h squared by 2 m omega root over of h squared by 2 m omega a dagger ket 0. So I will take out this, I will take out this thing h squared by 2 m omega, here h squared by 2 m omega root over, I will take out from this inner bracket, so this will be this. Okay, so simply we have left with bra 1 a ket 0, and here also bra 1 a dagger ket 0. So when you operate this a on ket 0, you will get 0. Because the behavior of a operator a, which is known as the lowering operator, that is something, it will go to 0, because we can't go lower than the 0. Okay, we can't go lower than the ground state, so it is 0. When you operate a on ket 0, you will get 0, and when you operate a dagger on 0, that is a dagger on ket 0, you will get an eigenvalue root over of 0 plus 1 and a state vector 1. Okay, 0 plus 1, like this. As you can see here, I have written here like this. When you operate a dagger on 0 on ket 0, you will get 0 plus 1 as the eigenvalue, and this is the eigenstate 0 plus 1. So this is eigenvalue is 1 and the eigenstate is ket 1. So this will be 0. So this is 0, simply 0. Okay, and this is simply 1, because this one when you operate this, when you operate this a dagger on 0, you will get a cat 1. So here 1 and 1, this is bra 1, and this is here also you will get a cat 1. This is something you will get 1. Okay, these are the orthonormal state vector. So when these two are same, you will get 1. So we only left with this will left, that is root over of h squared by 2m omega. So now we will substitute this. Now we will substitute this in this place. Okay, let's substitute. So if we substitute and take the mod square, this h squared root over of h squared, this root over of h squared by 2m omega will take out, simply will be h squared by 2m omega, and before it was e square divided by h squared square. So in the mod square we only left with this, integral. Okay, minus infinity to plus infinity exponential I omega t dash into exponential minus t dash square divided by tau square dt dash. Okay, the main task is to find this integration. Okay, how to find this integration? So let's start. Suppose I will make a change a variable. I will take a variable y. Is this t dash minus I omega tau square divided by 2. Okay, I have taken y as this t dash minus I omega tau square divided by 2. So dy is equal to dt dash. If you take the difference, if you differentiate them both side, you will get dy is equal to dt dash. So and when you take y as this, and you try to calculate this thing, that is I omega t dash, this exponential part, I omega t dash minus t dash square divided by tau square, you will get this. You will definitely get this thing you will get this thing, that is minus y square divided by tau square minus omega square tau square divided by 4. Simply you can check it by, I am not doing here. So you just put and check. You just put value of t dash, that will be y plus I omega tau square divided by 2. That will be y plus I omega tau square by 2. If you substitute for t dash here, and this thing t dash here and t dash square here, you will get this. You will simply get this thing. You will get this. Okay. So in this step, look at the. So I have replaced it. This thing, that is exponential minus y square divided by tau square minus omega square tau square divided by 4 dy. So now this is easy to integrate. This is constant term. Minus omega square tau square divided by 4. So we can take out exponential minus omega square tau square divided by 4, and we only left with this integration, that is minus infinity to plus infinity exponential minus y square by tau square dy. Okay. So this is an even function. This thing is an even function. We can write 2 times 0 to infinity exponential minus y square divided by tau square dy. Okay, this is something called the Gaussian integration. So there is a formula for this. Look at this. 0 to infinity exponential minus alpha x square x to the power n dx is equal to half into 1 by alpha to the power n plus 1 by 2 gamma of n plus 1 by 2. So if we compare this thing with this formula, we can write as this. This thing. Okay, this thing. so this 2 times exponential of minus omega square tau square divided by 4. This is this 2 times exponential minus omega square tau square divided by 4, and I have substituted this for this. I have substituted formula for this, that is half into for this. Okay, that is half into 1 by tau square 0 plus 1 by 2 and gamma of 0 plus 1 by 2. Okay, so if you calculate these two and these two will be get cancelled, and 0 plus 1 by 2, gamma of 0 plus 1 by 2 will simply gamma of 1 by 2, which will give you root pi. Okay, this root pi. And if you try to calculate this thing 1 by tau square root over 0 plus 1 by 2, you will get simply tau. So we only left with this root pi tau exponential minus omega square tau square divided by 4. So now we have solved this integration. This thing we got it as this root pi is this root pi tau exponential minus omega square tau square divided by 4. Okay, now we will take the mod square of this integration. As you can see here, we have taken this mod square, this thing into this mod square. We'll substitute this integration value now. So let's substitute. So this thing is there, h squared by 2m omega into e square divided by h square, and this integration value I have substituted. I have taken the square also. Okay, so we only left with this e square pi tau square e square divided by 2m omega h squared into exponential minus omega square tau square divided by 2. So I have taken this tau term aside. So this is in the bracket pi e square by 2m omega h squared and tau square e square divided is tau square exponential minus omega square tau square divided by 2. So this is our transition probability to get the system in the first excited state. Okay, so the first task is complete. That is the how to get the transition probability to find the system in the first excited state. This is the transition probability. So in the next, so our next task is to find for what value of tau our transition probability is maximum. Okay, tau is something called the duration of the perturbation term, that is v capital T. Okay, how long you apply this perturbation term, that is perturbation potential, so that the transition probability will be maximum. We are going to find that. So for maximum, so probability will be maximum when this thing, if you take the derivative with respect to tau, in the derivative with respect to tau, it will be 0. So the value you got tau after differentiating, that will the for that value of tau you will get the maximum probability. Okay, so let's do the derivative this thing. So this will be 2 tau exponential minus omega square tau square divided by 4, because you have to take the derivative of first thing tau square. This will be 2 tau, simply 2 tau into exponential minus omega square tau square divided by 4 will be there, and we have to differentiate with respect to tau this term, that is tau square will be there, and this will be there, exponential minus omega square tau square divided by 4 into minus 2 omega square divided by 4 into tau, okay, is equal to 0. So if you solve this you will get this tau is equal to 2 by omega. So for tau is equal to 2 by omega, for this time tau has the dimension of time, for this time, that is 2 by omega, our transition probability will be maximum. So we solved this problem. This is our So this is our transition probability, and this is the value for the transition probability. This is the value of tau for which we are getting the maximum transition probability. Okay, so I think of doing one more problem, but I think this is enough. I solved this problem to give a feel how to deal with the problem on transition probability. Hope you got it. So in the next class we are going to start what will the transition probability for a constant perturbation. What will the transition probability for a constant perturbation? That is, constant perturbation means that is v cap. We are taking v cap. This is the time perturbation term. So when this will be time independent, what will happen to the transition probability? We will see that, and we will take one more example also. This thing, transition probability for a harmonic perturbation. So when our perturbation changes harmonically, what will the transition probability? We will see that. So anyway, I will stop here. We will continue in the next class. Thank you.